How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Factorio. Oh geez, I don't even know what episode we're on. I forget this every time I record. We are on episode 85. Yes, 85. Had to go check that real fast. Okay, so welcome to episode 85. So in the last episode, we finally established where we're going to be putting our copper area. Well, not just the copper area for direct ore sorting, but the direct ore sorting area in general. And it's going to kind of be along this horizontal plane. And then I kind of spaced out where each one's going to go, and copper happened to go about right here. The reason there's two ore sorting facilities right down here that are not plugged in, actually they're not even placed, is because in order to produce one full red belt of copper, we need 7 whole red. Well, I say red, but they're tier 2 ore sorting facilities. I just didn't have them made, but eventually I'll go back and make them. And then of course we pulled the crushed ore. We don't technically have enough to sustain this. We don't have enough stereotype. But for now, this is fine. So now, let's see, what else did I do in between episodes? Oh, we went ahead and we hooked up, well, not only hooked up, but we also pathed out where the mineral catalysts need to go, and then of course the crystal catalyst, and then finally the hybrid catalyst. And so they go up, over, all the way up, over, underneath, and then right over here. Awesome. All right, so with that, let's go ahead and get the copper hooked up into the copper stream over here. Now, it is kind of important to note, so what all these bolts are, so the top 12 ones are the 12 ore that we use down here. It should be noted that we can directly ore sort a few other additional ores, such as uranium, thorium, and fluorite. Those 3 ores, we'll still put them here, but their output is not going to go to the right and into the main area. They're going to go off into their own areas, because uranium, for instance, gets processed differently, completely differently, and it's used as a source of power, so it's going to be sent off in its own area. The thorium is used also pretty much in power, and is going to be sent similar to uranium. The fluorite will be sent upwards towards just different areas depending on where we need it. But yeah, anyway, and so then these bottom 4 are going to be for the copper and then the iron. I should actually probably, you know what? Well, I suppose I didn't need to actually tear them up, but copper is not going to go on the front one, because then we'll put a second one of copper, because the bottom 2 are going to be iron, because iron's going to exist to the right. Actually, is copper going to exist? Or, not copper, is iron going to exist to the right? Is that how I planned it out? Yes. Yes. Because I can fit an iron column right here. And, yeah, I can shift. Because eventually, once it's mined up enough, I can actually shift the catalyst over. And it will be a while before we actually need all that anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and drag this over. So now we have to figure out how we're going to hook it up. Now, we could hook it up, just turn it up, and then hook into this. However, at least for the time being, I don't want to overload this belt and then have things back up and then shut down our other ore sorting, at least until we get more of the ore directly sorted to what we need it to be. So for now, I'm just going to plug it in. And we'll probably actually stay this way, because in all things in Factorio, something that is temporary does not stay temporary. So. Alright. So now what we can go ahead and do is I'm just going to go ahead and underground this. Yeah, that should be fine. Yes. And then, oh, perfect. There we go. So that will be plenty of copper, and we've actually backed up quite a bit on the copper due to some reason. Something isn't being made. Oh yeah, that's right. I was gonna look at why plastic had stopped. Okay. That is why copper is backing up, because we're not actually using it right now. Alright, so let's head up to plastic and see why that's not being made properly. And while we do, let's talk about some slight issues we've had. So, my headset has decided to die. Well, I don't want to necessarily say it's died, but it doesn't want to work. And so I can't hear any game sound right now, which is odd, but at least you guys can. Yeah, so it looks like the catalysts have stopped. Interesting. Well, I suppose that was always a possibility, right? So let's go just grab some iron, then that should fix it. But let's double check all the outputs just to make sure. But yeah, so my headset currently doesn't want to pair with my PC, which isn't fun, but I can use it in Bluetooth, but it doesn't sound great. And so I've just opted to not have any game sound for now. But again, you guys can hear everything. I just cannot, but that's fine. Okay, so this is building up methane, but that's fine because the methane gets used here. Why? Oh, did I do the thing that I said not to do? I think I did. No way. No way would I have done that. Maybe I did. Oh well. Well, not in all the area. Okay, so that produces... Wait, no, plastic's here. I'm looking at the wrong one. So you don't have enough of an input. You don't have enough of an input. Yeah, so it literally just looks like we need the catalyst, which is why. Okay. I mean, that should hopefully be the only reason we're not getting. And then which one are we missing for it? We're missing the green ones. Well, it's a good thing that the green ones are getting made. So we need to make sure we have enough of these frames to fill up all of the belt. Because it's fine if the return frame, well, to an extent, it's fine if the return frame fills up, so long as that there's enough usage, right? So it is one of those delicate systems, but quite honestly, in Factorio, the more you expand, the more delicate everything becomes, right? Because if something else backs up, it kind of has this trickle-down effect of causing other backups and issues. So we just have to make sure that we maintain buffers to account for these things. The belts act as a natural buffer, but to an extent, it just depends on how you want your factory to go. If you want like a zero waste factory / like zero idle item factory, then you definitely don't want to have too many belts lying around. You want everything to be bot based. Alright, so it looks like that should fix. Let's go pick up the solar panels and go get those placed. So I think we should have more now. Now that there's more copper, yeah. I was gonna say there should be a nice healthy amount. I got 1.4, 79. Awesome, let's go get all these placed. I don't know if I need accumulators. Do I have any on me? Yes, we have plenty. Cool. Okay, so let's head down over the solar field we built a few episodes ago. And then, let's see, where is that actually at? Okay, down here. Then some slight other news. So, if any of you have been watching the RimWorld series, it has slowed down a little bit in terms of production, mainly due to that is the secondary series being produced, and so I have not prioritized it as much right now in terms of trying to get videos out for it. Partially because it's, like I said, again, it's a secondary game, and so I don't prioritize getting videos for it. At most, it's usually only 3 videos for it a week, and I have been very, very busy because it is finals. Actually, at the time of this video coming out, it is finals week, and so I have just been busy studying and finishing projects and all sorts of other things, so I haven't had enough time to do the recordings for RimWorld. So, as a kind of substitute, I've been streaming it and then just chopping that up and throwing that on the YouTube. It is not as great, mainly because the explanations lack a little bit more in terms of like depth. So, unfortunately, yeah. But we will probably be starting a new series very soon. Did we run out? No. That new series is probably going to be the new Icon game, the IXION. I'm not. They say it in the game, okay? I really have no excuse to not be able to pronounce that, but it's like. But I've really been enjoying it, and it is a very good story-based game, and I'm excited to see where the game goes. Mainly because it's, quite honestly, one of the few games that has come out this year that actually is good at launch. It's pretty good with story. I've been enjoying it. I will say I would like to see like a free play mode, because right now it's just a linear story progression with a few choices thrown in, which feel pretty good. Which is fine for now. I'm sure the devs plan on adding new and exciting worlds, or really new options for replayability, which will be exciting to see. If there's any games that you guys are interested in me playing or would like to see me do explanations on or guides for, definitely leave those down in the comment section below, because I've actually been thinking of a few games like Hearts of Iron, doing like country guides and like walkthroughs and stuff, and trying to make it a little bit more interesting, to say the least. So I've definitely seen some very technical guides for games out there that are very number heavy, which is all nice and well, but quite honestly, most people just want to get to the point. Like, what is the best of this? Okay, just tell me. Like, I like knowing why it's the best, but I don't want the technical. It produces this 1% faster than this other thing that does this at this percentage rate. It's like, okay, that's cool, but I don't need that in depth of a reason. But yeah, if there's definitely any games you guys have any ideas for, go for it. So we'll be having some more time shortly. That'll be on winter break. We'll make producing videos much easier. Anyway, as we continue going through building all our solar panels, if you guys missed the episode where we did all this, I think it was episode 82? Or episode 83. I don't know, it was one of those two. So we went ahead and we built this massive array. Now, you don't need to build an array this large at first. You can just start out with a few panels and a few accumulators. The only reason we built one this large was just to kind of highlight how it's really large and tileable, and how really your builds can be of any size. You can have a single panel be your build, right? But this is based on the, what are these, substation size. So as you can see, everything highlighted in blue is powered by the single, or well, connected by the single substation. Now, some people, I have seen builds that use the medium power poles, but they're not as efficient. But if for whatever reason you're building with the medium power poles, I suppose it's fine. But substations are really optimal because you have fewer tiles of non-power producing / storage that you can pretty much have. So with what we have, we are using mostly high capacity accumulators and then substations to make sure that everything's powered. And as you can see, it pretty much grids out. And there are radars for this as well. This build is designed for vanilla, so that's why it has 4. However, if you're playing with modded like I am, 1 radar is plenty. You know, of course, you can always add and change out different segments to incorporate roboports. You can incorporate like walkways and or rail. Those are all builds I have seen where people will use their rail. Because I know for instance, like if you just look at our rail network, there's a lot of unused space in between the rails, right? And so that space you could be putting solar panels and whatnot. It already has power run through it, so if you, for whatever reason, are hemmed in space, but again, infinite world, infinite resources, and you want to use that space, it's definitely worth using, right? Especially if you want to go for that whole max efficiency build of a base, and that's one way to squeeze more out of it, right? Is use any unused area in your base for all your solar needs. So we went ahead and so we got all that placed. So now let's head back up. Let's kind of look and see what the next steps are going to be for getting. I think yellow science is all built. We just have to connect everything together and then get it piped over. I actually want to see why research has slowed a whole bunch, because I mean, I know we just got plastic going again. Alright, let's take a look here. So it looks like green and red are fine. So yeah, it looks like blue is lacking. Why is blue lacking? Let's just go ahead and use our map. Blue is lacking because red circuits. Red circuits are lacking because of these. These are lacking because of transistors, which are lacking due to plastic. Is this a throughput issue? I think it might be. So let's head over there. Yeah, let's grab some red belt. Boop, 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 boop. Red belt is so nice. So let's go ahead and empty out all our gray belt just so that it gets upgraded into the belt we need. Alright, so let's head over there. Looks like we might be able to speed a few things up here as well for green. Alright. Yeah, see, because this has pretty much... so let's upgrade that. Let's upgrade that if we can as well. Okay, so now that's able to output. I should probably see if this is even enough, like, past even with just red. Oh, crap. There you go. Okay. Luckily that didn't cause too many issues. Wait, oh crap, that's not what I was supposed to go there. No. Okay. Jeez. That goes there. That goes there. There we go. Okay. Oh, I see we never plugged in inserters for that. Okay. No, we don't have enough. I don't know, we'll see. Give it a few seconds. I guess these middle ones, yeah. The end ones are still being starved. So you don't have enough transistor capacity. Why is that? How many do we have here? How we ratioed this out? We have 17. Okay. So we want to make... Oh, where are they? These, Cube by Factory, we have 17. Now we're making them in these. Oh, well, it is going to eat up an entire red belt, unfortunately. I'm just curious real fast. Yeah, one should be able to support it. Okay, so let's get all that changed over then. So if that's going to be one whole belt, let's go ahead and... Actually, it's 1.1, so it's more than one belt. Let's see. Can we get a blue belt? Oh, damn. We don't have cobalt steel yet, so we can't. Okay. I was going to say, well, if we can get cobalt steel, then we'll be good. But we currently don't have... We can get it, we just don't have it made yet. So perhaps we'll look into that next episode. But for now, I think it's a temporary solution. Let's see. There's not really a great one, unfortunately. There's no easy way to just have this fixed. I mean, okay, first fix is upgrading these. That's fix number 1. Fix number 2 is that. Fix number 3 is this. Alright, so that's going to automatically, by default, speed everything up. Let's also go ahead and make sure we speed this center belt up. Oh, geez. Those belts are incredibly slow. Okay. So it should definitely help. Again, I don't know if we have enough plastic. We'll have to ratio a few more things out. Looks like we should be good. Actually, looks like we don't have enough silver output. Alright, so let's go ahead and adjust this then. So let's take that. Alright. So let's go ahead and pick up drop. Now let's go ahead and drop it on this side of the belt. There we go. Okay. I don't even know why there's inserters there. Awesome. Oh yeah. So that should be, yeah, so it's not, we don't have plastic now to supply that. Why are all these lacking? These are all lacking because... is power? We are maxing our power, but we're fine. We have plenty of accumulator charge now that it will basically eat into any overage. Okay, so let's just go ahead and then upgrade. I guess let's go ahead and upgrade you. I mean, part of the issue is going to come down to, I don't know, throughput here and there. And again, this is kind of, this highlights the inadequacy of a belt, right? You're limited physically by just the sheer amount, right? Because an inserter is going to be much faster than a belt ever will. Especially when you're modded. Now, yeah, there are modded belts. We do have some of those very crazy modded belts, but we're still limited, at least for now, limited very heavily by just the amount of production that a single belt can hold. Now, let's also go ahead and upgrade as many of these as I can as well while I'm here. Can we make any? Oh, we can make a bunch. Let's go ahead and make all 21. Although that should pretty much fill that belt now. I'm starting to think we did not ratio this out correctly, or maybe the machines weren't the right tier. But a lot of things are being made at this point. Alright. Let's upgrade those two. Let's upgrade that. Yeah, we definitely don't have enough plastic. We'll have to go take a look at why. Because that plastic, I'm pretty sure we ratioed that out very close to what it was supposed to be. Okay, so now we're kind of at a point where, yeah, so now notice we're starting to run out of just blue sciences, which is a good thing to see. Like, that's actually a very tremendous thing. I mean, we still have quite a lot to research. Like, I mean, quite a lot. But in terms of how well, I wish you could hide research. Like, oh, if you're not researching it, I wish I could be like, hey, I'm not going to research this. Let me like hide it or like depreference it from the top, or even just a different sorting thing. Like up here, like a filter by. I mean, I know you can search, but like, oh, up here you have like a filter by, like, oh, filter by military tech or filter by this. That would be cool. I'm sure there's a mod, and if there isn't, there should be. But I feel like that should be a base game thing, right? Just have a filter option, kind of like when you're shopping for anything. Like, oh, I want texts that include red science, or I want texts that include also green. And it shows you all of them. And then show me the ones that I can research now. Show me the one, like, I don't know. I just wish there were different filter options to be able to sort through the text a little bit better. 'Cause really, there's only the search option, which is fine. And when you're not playing modded, there's definitely not this much hassle trying to search for it. I still remember the old tech tree where it was like just a menu of clutter. This is definitely much nicer, but still, I would like to see the ability to just sort. Okay, well, if we can only research blue, then there's not really that much left. I suppose let's just research what we can. Actually, let me not research all these kind of useless ones. I mean, I know I said let's just research it. They're going to open up other texts. Some of these boiler ones we're going to use. So let's research things we're actually going to use. For instance, power armor, steel axe upgrade, lab research speed, stack inserter bonus, more inserter bonus, whatever alloy is, substations, morphal. Like, those are things we're going to use. Either directly or indirectly, we're going to use them. Alright. So let's see. I think that's it for now. I think in between episodes, I'm going to go ahead and look, or just let the factory run for a little bit and see if we can get some of these shortcomings to back up, because that is one of the issues of playing when you have things ratioed out correctly, is there's no excess. So there's not going to be this sudden cascade of, oh, well, this fills up, then this fills up, then this fills up. It's going to be this kind of gradual, slowly filling of things, whether it's the pipe or the belt, until things properly back up to where they need to be, right? So that is one drawback of playing with a perfectly ratioed out base. And although I'm not saying mine is by any fucking stretch of the means, but certain builds I have built are pretty close to what they're supposed to be in terms of the ratio of an item of input output. So for instance, I know the plastic was pretty close to what it was supposed to be. So we're just gonna have to wait for this to fill up, so that way we can get the transistors, so that we can in turn get the red circuit, so we can in turn get more blue science. So I think in between episodes we're gonna go ahead and connect. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and connect yellow science up. And yeah, I'll try to get all that connected. Let the factory run while I connect it, and then try to just shore up some of these shortcomings here and there. But I think other than that, I think that's where we're gonna end it. Oh, side note, while I'm thinking about it, how are you guys liking the slightly shorter episodes? I know it's not like majorly short, but like 25 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes. I know the YouTube algorithm likes them a little bit more, but I want to know how your guys' opinions are. Is 30 like the optimal length, or do you guys prefer like a 20 to 25 minute video? It just means more episodes overall and a little bit less content per episode, but that's up to you guys. You guys let me know down in the comments below. If you guys haven't already, smash that like button if you guys enjoyed this episode, and if you guys have been enjoying the series so far, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button, as it really helps out, and turn on the little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future episodes of anything. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.